I'm excited to do this again. It's been a couple of months since I show up on YouTube. Honestly, the first quarter of the year has really been crazy, juggling with clients' work, personal stuff, and family stuff as well. It's not been easy, but I'm excited that today we're able to do it. And I also appreciate you all for staying tuned with me. Thank you for joining so far. And today we are talking about something that is really important, that is affecting almost all of us. And what we are talking about today is the remote world together with AI. We all know that the AI keep evolving all the time. Like once you learn about a new tools today, in the next 2 3 days, another tool is coming up and you keep wondering, can you meet up with this trend? Can you meet up with these new challenges, new learnings every day? Today we are here to discuss about that. And I'm also excited to bring someone here who is going to teach us a lot of things, a lot of way we can navigate this remote world, despite the fact that we are not resting because of the AI trend. So the person I'm bringing in is Debbie. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Debbie. I've known Debbie for a very long time and we've been friends. Yes, Debbie is is an SEO specialist. Now, if you don't know the meaning of SEO, I don't want to go through that. Okay, the meaning of SEO is search engine optimization specialist. Those people that help your content rank on Google, that makes people see that, oh, this is what this person is doing on Google. Yes, that is the kind of thing she does. And she's also a B2B, business to business content strategist. And she helps SaaS and cyber security brands turn their content into measurable growth, driving strong search visibility, increase organic traffic, and content that converts. Now, she began her professional journey as a classroom teacher, where she developed a deep passion for teaching and simplifying complex idea. And I know she's very curious. She was curious and she was determined, and that was why she was able to successfully transition into the digital space, building her expertise in content writing and SEO through hands-on experience. Over the years, Deborah has worked with clients across different industries and global markets, gaining practical insight into what drives results in diverse business environments. Today, she uses experience to build content systems that don't just rank, but support long-term business growth, improving site structure, uncovering strategic opportunities, and helping brands position themselves as trusted authorities in their space. Beyond her client's work, she is an active she's an active voice in the remote and freelance space, where she shares practical insights on navigating remote work, personal growth, productivity, and self-improvement. Through her content and mentorship, she helps beginners start strong, build confidence, and grow sustainability in the evolving digital space. Now, she's passionate about equipping others with clarity, direction, and real world guidance they need to thrive in today's AI driven world. So, I'm so excited to bring Debbie here today because I'm also part of one of our sub community where I was able to successfully because there is an habit that I don't really like. But through Debbie, through our community, I was able to start my reading journey this year. And I can say it's been an amazing one, a transformational one, because she was able to support us. I don't like reading, and this year we were able to come up with a reading challenge. And this has actually made me to restructure myself, restructure my yearly plan, and I've gained a lot by joining our community. So I'll be dropping our community link in the chat as well. It's a WhatsApp group. You'll just click on that link and you'll be directed to the WhatsApp community. So I'm going to be bringing Debbie up so we all can see who is Debbie. So Debbie, I'm bringing you up. Thank you for this opportunity and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Adebisi, for the awesome introduction. And I'm so excited to be here because it's happening and we are all experiencing it. So, and I think we are not talking about it enough. We should have series of conversation around it, especially for beginners. It's really a lot. And I believe that at the end of our conversation today, I want to believe that you would leave this meeting with what you need to combat what AI is currently doing for beginners. So, if you are excited to be here, I want you to drop your favorite emoji in the chat so that I can know that we have people here and it's not just me and Adebisi. So let me see your
Yes,
favorite emoji in the chat
yes.
if you are
We already
excited to
have
see.
some people commenting in the chat, like at Ademokoya Adejumoke. She said she's here. We have at Dorcas. Said, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name very well. Please pardon me. I'm so sorry. Then we have Dorcas. She said she's joining from Nairobi, Kenya. We are so excited to
Hmm.
have you, ladies, and we are still expecting more people. And we understand
Yeah.
it's Saturday. Some of us have a lot of things to do, but we appreciate those of you that have joined us, and we are still looking forward to more people joining. Debbie,
Okay.
when I was a beginner, it was not easy for me. You said something now. You said
Honestly.
especially for beginners, because I remember then we usually join webinars. There is no webinars that I did not attend. All this Zoom, I'm there. But I feel that there is something that is not there. There is not this step by step way to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end
Yeah,
of the day, you will still need somebody to guide you, maybe like a
exactly.
coach that will put you through
Mhm.
one on one. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time before you get there, because you just be
True.
trying to figuring it out, trying this method, trying that, and honestly, it can be draining. And I want you to continue. I will still share something later.
It's, to be honest, it's not easy to be a beginner, and I understand that in this AI era, it's very tedious, very, very tedious. And this is the
Mhm.
reality. Like I said, at the end of this conversation, I believe that you would have all you need to combat and face AI because let's face it, AI is here and it's not going anywhere. Now, to start my conversation, because I really want us to have, this kind of active conversation. So it won't just be only me. So I want us to think about this. Do you really think AI is the main reason you are not getting jobs today? Just think about it for a minute because we really need to understand where the problem is. Is it AI that is the main reason why you are not getting jobs today, or is something else changing? Just a minute, reflect on that before we get into the conversation. Everybody's talking about AI is disrupting the marketplace. Yes, that is true. But personally, for yourself, do you think AI is the main reason you are not getting jobs? Let that sink in. I'll give you 1 minute to think about it. My timer has started.
Kindly double tap on this live so that we can get more people to join us. Yes, we want many people to come and learn about this. We don't want to get skip, and that's why we are doing this live here. Yes.
Okay, 1 minute is gone. I believe you have the answer. Now, before we even finish this conversation, you will be able to know if your answer was right or not. Now, something is happening with AI. We are experiencing something that it feels new, but in reality, is it really new? This experience that we are feeling with AI, that, oh, AI is taking this job, AI can now do this thing, AI is introducing new ways of approaching things. Do we really think this is new? Well, for me, I think it is not new. It only appears like it is new. And that is what happens with most evolution. Like we all know, history repeats itself. But we now know that history repeats itself if we are not careful enough to read in between the lines. And I will show you how that happens. Now, currently, the playing field has changed for beginners. I will be focusing on beginners because most experts these days, they are using AI as their assistant. But for a beginner that has not even been known in the markets, is affecting
Hmm.
beginners. And the playing field has changed. And we have two problems that beginners are facing. The first problem is that entry level role is now overcrowded. Now you see how a lot of people are trying to grab just one opportunity. If you can see my screen, you will see that a lot of people are raising their hands and all of them are targeting just one thing. That is what is happening to entry level roles right now. The competition is high. More people are entering the digital space because they all have access to that AI to do that. And now getting your foot in the door is very hard. The second problem now that AI has created for beginners is that, or generally, is that expectations are so high. Expectations are high. And as a beginner, you don't have that experience yet to match what your employer is currently asking for. Employers want more than basic skills. AI can now do those basic tasks that entry level roles often offer. So the bar has been raised so high for beginners. These are the two problems that beginners are facing. Entry level role is overcrowded and the expectations are also high. So even if you get a job today, for you to sustain that job requires more for you. And now, this is why I said experts are getting better with AI. Experts are seeing AI as their superpower. They can work faster, they can use AI to do basic activities. While for beginners, many starter tasks can now be done by AI tools. And where the problem is majorly is that most companies are now asking themselves, why should I even hire a beginner when I can subscribe to ChatGPT? Even if I use free ChatGPT can still do some tiny, tiny basic activities for me. So companies are looking for how to save money. Because of that, beginners are not getting access to all those basic tasks that they can do. That is the problem that AI has created for everybody. But I want to take us back to history. The other time I said that history repeats itself, but we won't know if we can't read between the lines. So there was a time that, I don't know if you know Grammarly. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you know Grammarly. If we look back, Grammarly came into existence, I think around 2000, 2000 and something, sha. In 1990s, nobody knew about Grammarly. What was happening was manual editing. Experienced editors would read write-ups manually. That was what was happening then. But in 2000, suddenly somebody introduced Grammarly. That was when tech started coming in. And during those periods, a lot of conversation were happening. People were like, oh, as an editor, there's now a tool that can edit a write-up within minutes. Does that mean that as an editor, what's my use again? How do I sustain my job? It happened then. And now let's fast track it to today. Do we still have Grammarly?
Yes,
I
now.
want to
Yes,
answer,
please.
please. Do we still have Grammarly? Do we still have
I will help you
editors?
to check the charts.
Okay, let me check the chat if people are responding. Okay, do we still have Grammarly? Yes, we have Grammarly. Do we still have editors? Yes, we have editors. So, which means that 10 or more than 10 years ago, this same thing we are experiencing with AI happened in those days, right? Nobody lost, well, some people lost their job, some people evolved to become a better editor. And those editors that refused to use Grammarly then, they are now using it. History is repeating itself. So I'm just trying to paint the picture to help us see that actually AI is bringing a lot of new things, but it is also bringing new opportunities to us. And there's something about human being, we are meant to adapt. Change is constant. As humans, we are meant to adapt. It might take time, but we will definitely adapt. So in our society also, I'm very sure, can you see my screen? You can
Mm-hmm.
see what
Yeah.
we have on the screen. In those days, we used to wash with hands. We used to use traditional stuffs for cooking. Now we have modern cookwares that can help you to cook at a very fast rate. We all have smartphones. In olden days, they were using horses as means of transportation. But when technology emerged, people now have washing machines at home. People now have smartphone that can take the best picture. People have vehicles. But I want to ask you a question now. For laundry, does it mean that what do we call these people that help with laundries? Do you think they've run out of jobs?
The dry
Do you
cleaners.
The dry cleaners, thank you. The dry cleaners, do you think we no longer have dry cleaners just because everybody has access to washing machine? No, we still have dry cleaners. So the fact that AI is helping companies to work better doesn't mean that there's no job out there again. There are still job. The main issue is that positioning has changed. If in the olden days, dry cleaners would also wash with hands and just forget it there. In this era, if you want to position yourself as a dry cleaner, people expect you to even have a washing machine. And that won't be the only thing you would even be offering. You need to offer more such that your customer would see that, okay, you are not just helping with washing, you are helping them to buy more time. So people are paying you because they do not have time to wash. Not that they do not have access to washing machine, but they don't have the time, expertise, and they also want convenience, right? So it's not really about AI. Okay, I've talked about this. Technology does not remove value. Technology has changed what value looks like, and that is what beginners are facing. Technology has changed work from the basic ones. If, for example, as a virtual assistant, people used to just help with setting up email lists or clearing junks, basic tasks like that. If you are a beginner, your thinking should change from will AI replace me to what value can I bring to the marketplace such that I can do a job that AI will not be able to replace me. And what does that look like in this era? You need to have AI collaboration skill, strategic thinking, and problem solving. Now, having said all of this, we are getting to the actual what can you now do, knowing that AI is not the problem any longer. We are meant to evolve, we are meant to change. Believe me, in the next 5 or 10 years, another new technology will still come. So, does that now mean that there won't still be jobs? Yes, there will still be more opportunity, which means that in your current role, you need to evolve. We need to look for what else can I do? What else can now add up to this current skill to be competitive in the market? So, as a beginner that wants to navigate remote job in this AI era, the first thing that I would advise is that try to study job listings, Try to study what recruiters are looking for, because most of beginners, you just finished learning, let's say for example virtual assistant, you just finished maybe 3 months, and you just finished the basics, you just finish fundamentals of virtual assistants or writing or whatever. That is not enough. What the market is demanding is more than what you just learned. So how can you bridge that gap? What you can do right now is that start looking for job descriptions. Look at what recruiters are expecting from people. That way you are able to see that, oh, I've learned virtual assistant, but I'm seeing this particular job and they are asking for AI workflow, which I have not even learned. And now they are asking for expertise in Zapier automation, which you have not learned. So if I were you, I will make it a daily activity for myself. I would go to LinkedIn. There are jobs in your niche. For example, I'm using virtual assistant because I know Adebisi talks more about virtual assistants. So it's likely we have more virtual assistants here. So if you are a virtual assistant, go to LinkedIn and search for jobs that are related to virtual assistant. Look at what recruiters are asking for. And when you are doing this, what are you trying to do? You are trying to understand the market. You are trying to know what the market currently demands in AI era. So it's not just about I've finished learning 1 3 month course on virtual assistant and now I'm applying for jobs. No, as a beginner, I shouldn't start like that. What you need to do is to read the market, know what the market wants. LinkedIn, go to Indeed, go to Upwork, study job descriptions. What are they requesting from people? Do I have all those skills? Now, if you don't have all those skills, that exercise would help you to know that, oh, I'm just a virtual assistant. I don't even have all the skills required yet. What do I do if I were you? I will start learning. I will start learning. And when I'm learning, I'm not talking about you gathering certificates, because nobody cares about your certificate. What people want to see is the proof. What people want to see is that, oh, you've done this. So when you are learning based on the skill gap you have seen in yourself, try to build. So, for example, now maybe, oh, I want to learn Zapier automation. I would not just start learning for the sake of it. I would not just go to Zapier website and start learning those free courses. What I would do instead is that I will build a portfolio on that for myself. If there's any way, because I know that Zapier has paid version. If I don't have access to the paid version because I don't have the money yet, what I would do, the free version that they have, the little one, the little automation that I can do, I would create it and use it to build a portfolio. Oh, this is what I'm able to achieve. And again, if there's anything I cannot achieve with the free one, I will even talk about it. I will even add it to my portfolio so that when I'm applying for jobs, I can have something to show as proof. Not that I will just show certificates that, oh, I have certificates in Zapier automation, I have certificates in this and that. No, nobody cares about your certificates. People want proof. Now, the next one is that build in public. Build in public. Remember, you are a beginner, you have no experience, nobody knows you. You are just coming into the industry. And the AI is your biggest threat right now. AI is your biggest competitor right now. So what will you do? Remember, we started with you doing skill gap by looking at job listings. Then, based on the skill gap you discovered, try to build yourself, try to learn and do. Then, as you are learning and building, build in public, because visibility creates opportunity. This is human psychology. It is who talks to themselves that we will know. There are some friends that it's been a while we saw them, but the moment we see their status, that's when we remember them. Oh, this guy, this lady. That is what visibility does. Now imagine that you are always talking about your skill, what you are working on. People know you on LinkedIn, people know you on Twitter, people know you on Facebook, people are seeing you everywhere. It's easy for you to get a job than somebody that is not building in public enough. Now, as a beginner, I know there's this struggle of I don't know what to talk about. Oh my God. As a beginner, you have thousands of things to talk about because there is no you are not afraid of anything yet. You are not afraid of anything yet. You want people to know you. And then there's nothing holding you back. So if you are struggling with what to share, what you are learning, your experience are those things you can talk about. For example, I mentioned Zapier automation that, oh, maybe I saw a skill gap in Zapier automation for myself as a beginner. See, the next day on LinkedIn, what I will talk about is that, oh, I just finished a 3 month virtual assistant boot camp, and I'm pumped up to start applying for jobs. But I got the best shock ever. I saw a job description that is requesting for this and this and that. And as somebody that is always curious and keen to learn, I am starting to build my skill in Zapier automation because I can see that recruiters are now requesting for that. In my next post, I'll be sharing so. You have a post already on that on LinkedIn. You can repurpose it to Facebook. You can repurpose it to Instagram. You are building in public. Let people know about the skill that you have. The next day, maybe I just took the introduction course. I could say, wow, I never knew this is possible. Thanks to Zapier. You can even tag Zapier. You would tag Zapier. Oh, thanks to Zapier for creating a free course on Zapier automation. Now I can do this. Now I'm seeing opportunities in this. In fact, business owners could do this, do that, do that. You see, you are building in public. Do that on LinkedIn, do that on Twitter, do that on Facebook, do that on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Let people know about what you are learning. Build in public. Don't ever be shy. In fact, even if you want to be shy, since you've been shy, how many naira or dollars has being shy paid you? So it doesn't worth it to be shy. Wear confidence like a cap, as a gown, as an attire, and feel good about what you are building for yourself. Because even if you are doubting yourself, just go to your social platform, look at other virtual assistants in your space that are already doing what you are doing. Look at their lifestyles. Are they making it? That is enough to convince yourself that you are on the right track. Then put in the effort. So please, you would see that I stayed so much on this step three, building in public, because it is very critical. It is important. It doesn't matter your skill set, it doesn't matter who you are. If people don't know you, to get a job in this AI era would be difficult. But when people have already been engaging with your post on LinkedIn, in fact, they might not even engage, but they are seeing you. Some people are seeing you, but they don't just engage. When it is time for apply for jobs and they see your own profile, there will be that connection that, oh, this guy that did this with Zapier automation, I would love to have somebody like this in my team. So that is that about building in public. Share your journey to create opportunities, and I think I've done justice to that. Now, step 4, connect globally. This is networking. This is networking. As somebody in the digital space, who you know matters. Who you know matters. Now, it's not just about um getting referrals. Knowing people helps you to get referrals, and that cuts that long process of job hunting, going for interviews. But beyond referrals, there are times that you would see somebody in your network talk about an opportunity. They didn't refer you directly, but because they shared it on their profile, you were like, oh, let me apply for this. And you applied and you got the job. Now imagine that you didn't have that person in your network. That's a missed opportunity. So that is why it is important that you connect globally and join conversations. Don't just scroll, don't just go. Try to add meaning to conversations. Not just wow, not just okay. No, be thoughtful. Let people remember you from your conversation. And now, how do you build your network? How do you build your network? I'll share series of ways you can build your network. If I were a beginner virtual assistant today, I would go to LinkedIn. I could ask on my profile, on my posts, I'm a beginner I'm a beginner in virtual assistance, and I'm looking for other virtual assistants with so experience. I don't just want to connect with beginners like me. I want to connect with experts in the industry that are already doing it. And why do I want to do that? I want to tap from their experience. I want them to share value with me. I want them to share what I need to do with me. You might be lucky enough, people would see your post and you start seeing recommendations. I will do that on Twitter as well. I'll do that across social media platforms. I could do that on Facebook, search for virtual assistants community. Adebisi also have a virtual assistant community where she shares a lot of value. So you can also join a community to build your network, right? And globally, also look for virtual assistants communities beyond your current location. Opportunities are everywhere, and you don't know where yours would come from. So I will go to Twitter. If I can't find anyone directly, I would ask Grok, oh, which virtual assistant communities can I join on Twitter? Which profile on Twitter relates to virtual assistants? I would connect with people like that. You can even go to Google, virtual assistant communities. You will see series of websites that would come up. Join them, join their conversation, build your network. From there, you could get your next referral. You never can tell. So, networking is very important. It's also a way of building in public. In those communities, you can be known for something and people will start referring you to a point that you will even get overbooked. So that's the reality. And okay, I wanted to explain something with this. So I mentioned that across your social platforms, you should connect. Try to make sure that your feed, your FYP reflects your goal as somebody, as a beginner that is looking for opportunity. For example, I think this week, maybe yesterday, I was just on Facebook. I don't always use Facebook, but when I entered Facebook, I just saw this. This person said remote job hunting used to be painful. Now Claude does the groundwork. While you show up and get paid, use these 6 prompts to facilitate your search for remote work opportunities. And I was like, oh, wow, this is interesting. I just screen grabbed it. I didn't blur the person because I would love to give credit to the person. So these are the things this person shared. These are the prompts this person shared that go to Claude, do this, do that, do this. If I were somebody that is looking for job opportunities, I would try this out and I would see how it turns out to be. And when I try this out and it's maybe it works or it does not work, or I shall know that there will be something that I would learn from here. I will share it on my profile. I will share it in public. Oh, if you're also, I saw this, I saw that, I tried this, and it's work. It's a way of building in public. And I believe that this would there'll be something good out of it. So that's how to make sure that your social platforms work for you. You can't be a beginner looking for job and your goals. things you do on social media are not aligning with that. You don't just go to social media to look for the next entertainment. No, that is, see, you don't really understand the kind of war you are fighting with AI. So in this current age, in this current age, you need to face it like face to face. So you have to lock in, give yourself like 3 months, and everything you are doing is only around that. And lastly, try to use AI to work smarter to your advantage. In the beginning, we were like, in the beginning, we were like, AI is the problem. Mm.
No worries, continue.
Okay, so in the beginning, we were like, AI is the problem. But what if I should tell you that, in fact, as a beginner, you have the advantage that most experts did not have when they started? You have AI. Oh my God. If you have any question ever, go to AI, talk to AI. Oh, ChatGPT or Claude. You can see the workflow I showed you the other time. The person used Claude. Any AI, even Grok on Twitter. I can go to Grok on Twitter. I'll be like, I've heard that people get jobs on Twitter. Can you can you give me a guide how to also make sure that Twitter works for me to get job? You will see recommendations. Sit with it. Don't just take what AI give you live and direct. You to sit with it. Think about it. Try to build a workflow. Go to ChatGPT. Do the same thing. And once you have those things, the next thing for you is to start working towards it. I know it's not easy. It's not easy. You walk towards it and you pray. You walk towards it and you pray, right? So make sure that you use AI. You have that advantage. If you have any question, ChatGPT, Google, Twitter, Grok, LinkedIn, people can answer your questions even before you start looking for mentorship. Before you start talking to your mentor, you've already gotten some questions, some answers. Now you are taking what you have to your mentor. Not that you are just asking your mentor, mentor, how can I get job these days? No, make sure you've done your own assignment, you've done your own homework. You can use AI to look smarter, to look beyond the beginner. As a beginner, you don't have experience, right? But you can use ChatGPT as your assistant. Excuse me. So instead of appearing as a beginner, try to use ChatGPT to refine your skill, to refine yourself before you appear to the public. And so, in summary, this is just a summary of everything I've been talking about. 5 action steps to start right now. Study the market that you are in, read jobs, understand the market gap, learn and build in public, build your network, and learn to use AI. So just tell yourself you are not late. You are just at the beginning of everything, and learn to use AI. And there's so much room for you to grow. Thank you. And before I go, I want to add a bonus point. I understand that you might be at the position where you are just looking for job at all cost. And all these steps are like, this will take time. I need money. I need money quickly, because if you don't have money, that motivation might not come. So this bonus point is that when you are currently building yourself to attract a better remote opportunity, try to look for small opportunities around you that will put money in your pocket to ensure that you have that cash flow. As a virtual assistant, you could look for people around you that you know that they are doing well. Maybe they are not posting frequently on their LinkedIn. That's a gap that you have seen. Try to walk up to them. Oh, I see that you don't always post on LinkedIn. Is it that what's happening? Once they talk to you, and I offer this service at so rate. That's not your main job, but you are doing that to make sure that you have that cash flow. And if there's any other thing as well, you could say that, oh, I can help you to edit video, just to make sure that something is bringing in money while you are looking at the bigger picture. So that's just the bonus point I wanted to add, because I understand that it's not easy, but it is doable with strategies, focus, and resilience. And I wish you the best. So if you have any question, please send it to me. Again, I'm Debbie Oyewole. I've been in this remote space for a while now. I've been through the thick and the thin, so I know how it feels. So feel free to ask your questions.
Wow, Debbie, these are really impactful. Did you know that I also learned something new today? And it's always said that when it comes to learning, the only time you stop learning is when you die. In as much as you're still alive, you will keep learning every day. So I'm so excited that you're able to share these tips with us. And I would have loved to drop your slide, but I'm not going to share it publicly. But if anybody is interested in a slide, yes, you can reach out to me. You can comment I'm interested and I will share it with you, because I realize that in Africa there is this particular problem we are having. You understand? There is this particular problem we are having that is affecting us. We have this audacity mindset that I don't even know what to use for that. The right word to use for it. Like
Entitlement.
entitlement. Thank you for that word. We have that entitlement. I believe, assuming I said that this live in my community, I have more than 260 members on WhatsApp. Now,
Mm.
assuming I
Wow.
said this live, I'm bringing in 5 recruiters and we are recruiting live during this. I am very sure we are going to have more than 100 people joining us here. And
Yeah.
that is the kind of mindset we are having in Africa. Now, you said something that somebody might be saying, how will I make money? I need money desperately. It's not that they need money desperately. It's the entitled mindset that is affecting us. That somebody should do it for me. Somebody should help me get the job. But when it comes to remote work, my brother, my sister, there is nothing like somebody getting it for me or somebody helping me to connecting me with clients, because
Mm.
it's difficult now. Everybody wants a good reputation for themselves. If I
Yeah.
recommend you, and at the end of the day, you did something, and it affects me, how will I recommend other people? I can't even
Yeah.
recommend as I am. So I
Mm.
also fought for
See,
myself.
I can even speak from my experience. I when I started in the remote space, I used to like be like, oh, I see that this person is putting in the work. So when I see opportunities, I try to push it to people. So if I have a job, for me, I might not look for another one. If I get another job, I will try to push it to people. But I've learned the hard way. There was somebody that I recommended for a job, a very good job. This person did not perform as well. I won't say this person did not perform. The person performed, but communication was the problem. So there was an issue. And when you are working with whites, if apart from whites, any workplace loves communication. If I give you job and something comes up, tell me on time. Don't come to me when it is the deadline, maybe the day that you are submitting, and then or you ghost. No, that is not okay. So this person was not communicating, and I recommended this person. I know that that thing also affected me, because even when me myself needed that opportunity, I couldn't go to the person again. So I've
The
learned the
reputation has
hard
been damaged.
has been damaged. So that is just the reality. You need to put in the work yourself. Even if you get the opportunity, will how will you sustain it? So that sustenance is still on you. So that's it.
Thank you, Debbie, for sharing that. And another thing I also learned from your presentation is building in public. Now, I see a lot of people. In fact, on Facebook, they will come to my DM. They will tell me, "Please, I'm a virtual assistant. I'm looking for a job." and I will try to like, okay, let me go and check their social media profile. At least, even if you don't have any, you must have LinkedIn. I will go to LinkedIn. I will see them. I will see the profile, oh, but the profile will be as empty as nothing. No content, nothing, no engaging on that other people's posts. I will come and check them on the Facebook that they used to send the message. The profile will still be nothing. Instagram, some
Mm.
of them don't even have Instagram. And I will keep thinking, remote work, when you are looking for remote work, it's all about public. You have to put yourself in the public.
Read
If
in
you are this type
public.
of person that is saying, oh, I'm shy, I'm camera
Shy
shy,
girl.
I don't want anybody to see me,
No,
I don't want anybody,
no.
you can't get a job. Because even when you apply for a job remotely, the first thing they are going to check is your LinkedIn profile. They will even
Yeah.
there are some job description that they will give you form to fill. They will ask you, okay, add your LinkedIn profile or any social
Mm-hmm.
media platform where you are active. Why are they
Yes.
asking? They want to validate, they want to check, is this person really doing what he said he does, or is
Mm-hmm.
he a scammer? And number two, because of trust issues, in fact, that is the more reason why you need to show up, you need to talk about what you do. Somebody just
Mm-hmm.
finished a virtual assistant, and I was like, oh, she reached out to me that she has completed her course. I congratulated her that, oh, congratulations, this and that. Then I asked her, what is your next step? She was like, oh, she's desperately looking for where she can volunteer, who she can work with, and the likes, and this and that. I told her, my sister, before she even started the virtual assistant training, I told her initially that as you are starting this journey, start sharing your story. Start sharing or start talking about it on your social media platform. That, oh, I'm
Yeah.
starting this journey. This was my career path before. Now I'm transitioning. This is what I'm learning. Your potential clients, they are looking at you. Recruiters are looking at you. They are looking at how you are showing up. Now, when she finished, she was desperately looking to get a job, but she's not building her personal brand, which is a wrong signal. And I told her, my dear sister, what you need to do now is to go and create content strategy. Start posting about what you do before you even start volunteering. And you can do the two together if you have enough time. Don't just focus on looking for volunteering, because I always tell people, even when I want to volunteer, I made that mistake when I was volunteering because I was desperate. I was volunteering for people that doesn't even value what I'm doing. So even if you want to
Mm.
volunteer, you need to volunteer the right way. Don't just give people free work when they have nothing to offer you in return. It has happened to me. Imagine volunteering for somebody for 6 months, and at the end of the day, you are just kicked out. No recommendation, no bye bye. You were just removed from the discussion. You just discovered that you don't have access to their information again. So, and I it's still paining me today because I felt cheated, though it was a volunteering role, but I was expecting a feedback and a review about my work, and that was the reason why I'm volunteering. So you don't just volunteer for people and be like, oh, let me just volunteer because I want to have experience. When you appear desperate to people, to recruiters, to business owner online, they feel as if they can use you anyhow and they take advantage of it. But once you start talking about what you do, you start posting valuable content. You can outreach to people that you want to volunteer to. You can have your
Mm-hmm.
target audience. Oh, my target audience is USA. Right from the beginning, when I started my version, I've always said my target audience are USA. And those are the people I always target. Even if I'm talking, if I want to put my posting time, I post during their time because they are the one I'm targeting. So you should have your target audience. In fact, you need to do a lot of personal branding first before you start looking for volunteering. Now you can reach out to people, those people in the USA. You can search for, like, let me talk about how you can search on LinkedIn. You can also search for your target audience. Oh, small business owner in USA. It will bring a list of people for to you. Look at them. Look at what they do. Think about, oh, what can I help them to solve? What do I bring to the table for these people? Then send message to them. Don't just send message to them that you want to volunteer. You need to do it step by step.
Step
First,
by step.
greet them, connect with them naturally. You love what they are doing. The next thing is you talk about their content. Maybe you have been engaging about their posts. Oh, you love this recent post they are making. It talks about this side of fashion and the likes. And you are doing something, you recently completed your virtual assistant training, and you will love to offer a free service for a review. Let them know the terms and condition of your service, so that you don't just tell them you are looking for ways to volunteer. You are volunteering to get a review, an honest review of your work. Now, what is the essence of this volunteering and review? It is the review that you are going to share publicly. I've worked with this person before. This is what they said about my work. That is social proof. Now, from there, you can start talking to people that, oh, I want to work with you. I love what you're doing. This is what I do. This is what I've done in the past. You start building your portfolio. But all these things, they are not easy. Just as Debbie said, it's actually getting tougher and tougher every day. In fact, I told Debbie that I want to enroll in an AI automation course this second quarter of the year,
Quarter.
because I know that is the trend. And I've seen a lot of job posts looking for AI automation experts. So I was like, okay, I want to go deeper, deeper into this aspect. So this issue, you just have to believe in yourself that, oh, I want to do this thing by myself. I want to commit myself. And that is how
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get there. And
Yes, sir.
also, in my WhatsApp community, I shared a form, a Google form. It was an anonymous form. And I was like, I want to get people, what exactly do they want in that group, and what best describe them now. And 45% of them, because I'm reading the statistics now, 45% of them said they're actively job hunting. Why 9.1% said they are new and they are just exploring remote work. 9.1% also said they currently have a 9 to 5 and want to transition. And most of them said they have learned a skill but they haven't started working. Now, Debbie mentioned something really appreciated. You mentioned that one thing that you mentioned is that you said a lot of people, a lot of people, they will be acquiring certificate, they will be learning and be having certificate, but they are not practicing what they are learning. That is number one. You see them having list of certificates. Now come and practicalize what you have learned in that course certificate. It is nowhere to be found. And in remote work, since I started though, I don't know about debut. Nobody has asked me about my certificate before.
No, it
I've
is what
never
you've
asked.
done we want to see. What have
I've
you done? That's
What
what
they're
they
asking
should
for is portfolio. Nobody has asked me that,
yeah.
what's your certificates? Are you BSc holder? Are you ND? Are you NCE? And do you have PhD? What I'm saying, what
No.
they requested for is my portfolio. I don't know about other people. So you should not focus on certificates. Focus on real life projects. I told people you can create projects for yourself. Create a project,
Mm-hmm.
look for create a fictional client that, okay, let's say your target audience are fashion designer and you want to niche down as a social media manager. Now create a fictional client for yourself and do a
In
content
fact, you
strategy.
can go and open an Instagram account. You will
Thank you.
name it a particular fashion name and focus on building it, create strategy for it. That's a portfolio. Who knows, in the next 1 or 2 years, and that account has grown fictionally, oh, you can decide to start selling something on it. It's a win-win
Of course.
situation for you. It's a win-win. So you
Exactly.
need to have a project. When I started, I didn't have anybody to tell me that. So I was figuring it out all by myself. I had no portfolio and I was shouting, oh, I do not have direct clients. I do not have that. And I did not have portfolio to show for it. It was a struggle. I didn't know how to build that portfolio. Do you know that after 2 years, I had to pay for a course that's almost 200K, just for me to learn how to build my portfolio. And that was when I was able to start building that portfolio. So what you are gaining here, it's a lot. As a beginner, we didn't have access to all those information, and you have access to them now. Whatsoever you are learning, don't just learn. That's not how to learn. We have been brainwashed right from maybe school. Learning is just about reading, reading, consuming, consuming. No, it doesn't work in the digital world or globally like that. It doesn't work like that. Build a project. Build a project. You will see people have different projects. You see some people, they've developed a community. You've seen some people, they've built an app. So just give yourself that project. I know that it requires money, but the bonus point I added should be able to help you such that you'll be able to navigate it, you need a project. If you have question, please ask in the comments before we
We round
round
off. A
off.
lot of you are appreciating you. At Doka said, "Thank you for the great insights, Debbie, and Adebisi for organizing this live." Then another person,
You're welcome.
Eddie Young, "Thank you, Debbie, for the knowledge you shared." And I think this person is interested in your slide. Okay,
Thank you.
so
I'm happy to.
this is the wrap. This is a wrap. We are not spending more than this. And I usually tell people, above all things, have the right mindset. Some people are still having this mindset of, I'm not capable, I cannot do this. I don't think I'm good enough. And when you are
Mhm.
applying for jobs, your mindset is the first thing that is following you. Me,
Yes,
when
now.
one of my mentees used to tell me that, Adebisi, you used to get jobs so easy. I said, it's not as if it's easy, it's the mindset. Because as I'm applying for this job, I'm telling myself that I will get a response, a positive one. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how it. And apart from that, I have a strong portfolio. I'm not saying you should go and be applying for a job when you don't have nothing to show off and you are now using faith. Faith without work is dead.
Is
So you
that
must
though?
have a work that is supporting what you do. Your portfolio should be strong. And we've talked about how
Mm-hmm.
you can create fictional portfolio. Just do something. If you want to showcase yourself as a video editor, edit several videos, create
Mm-hmm.
portfolio on it.
Wait,
And
yeah.
I want to say something based on my experience as a virtual assistant now. There is this thing that is happening now. Just as Debbie rightly said, nobody wants to hire a beginner. I work with early stage founders who are just starting their business. They don't want to hire somebody that don't know what she's doing. They want somebody that is expert. And that is why it is difficult for beginner to succeed.
Yeah.
It is very, very difficult. You just have to look for ways to do some free projects, create projects for yourself, add it to your portfolio. And
Mm-hmm. And
in the
build
era
your
of
confidence.
exactly, and AI is even making it easier now. AI is making it easier if you know how to use it the right way. In fact, if you don't know how to use AI the right way, I will encourage you. Debbie, I've already given you one tip. So you can go and learn free courses on cloud AI. Go and learn it.
They
Learn
have
how to prompt
free
AI. Some
courses.
of you don't know. Some people will prompt AI and they will copy it word for word. Oh my goodness. You should. There is a way you will tell AI. AI will talk like you. Like you will talk
Yeah.
to AI, you will discuss with AI first, you will chat. AI will talk like you. It will be as if it is your thoughts. But because you have trained the AI, and you will see almost everybody uses AI. See, don't let when the era, just as Debbie said, when the era of AI started, people are saying like, AI is not good. Some people said AI is demon.
Till
They said
now.
AI is demon. Till now, well, ah, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'm not here to argue that, but I shall know that if you want to work remotely, you must know how to use AI. You need to learn how to use AI to edit video, to talk to AI. There is nothing you will not need AI for. That's just it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
reality. And I used to
Yeah.
tell people, when you are building your portfolio, please don't focus on just one niche. Don't say I just want to go into video editing. Or I see a lot of people, they will say they want to go into administrative virtual assistant. There is nothing like administrative virtual assistant though. If you want to work as a virtual assistant and your niche is only administrative virtual, my dear, you won't get any job because the founders
You
are
have to be
me that work.
versatile.
Oh my goodness. You must know how to create content. You must know how to do a little bit of video editing. You must know how to track analytics. You must know how to do outreaching. So it's not just that you are learning just admin and you're saying you want to be. No, I mean, in fact, most people that I've worked with, I'm not saying the admin work they have. They really want people that can support their business and make them grow while they're focused on important aspects of their business. So you are working at
People
the
that
back
can
end.
think and strategize.
Exactly. You have to think fast. because nobody wants to work with someone that is not making them grow. They want to grow, that's why they hire you. So when they hire you and you are taking the work with levity, you will just discover that they will just look for somebody. Once they get a replacement, they will just say you bye bye oh, and that's it. And there are people you will work with that they will not want you to go because of the kind of value, because of your worth, what you bring to the table. So that is my little advice. At least we gained something today, and thank you all for joining.
Somebody asked a question here. The person is
Okay.
saying, how do we build a strong mindset when
Oh,
someone keep getting a negative response? I need help and I'm about to give up.
okay. Debbie, over to you.
To build, you see, mindset, building one's mindset is a lot of work. It's not something that happens magically, and it just requires you to be intentional. And your mindset cannot just grow without you feeding it with the right nutrients. It's just like you asking, how do I build a healthy body? How do I stay fit? How do I become healthy? You can't become healthy by eating junks. You cannot become healthy by just eating anything. You have to intentionally plan what you eat. You have to intentionally select your diet, and you would see that you are fit, you are exercising. It's not just about eating now. You are eating the right food, you are doing exercise, your lifestyle is just okay. You will stay physically fit. Now, about your mind, you can also transfer the same application to your mindset. Your mind can only grow when you feed it with the right information. So for example, now I want to grow my mindset, I want to be strong. How do I make sure that I am strong? I read books around that. Even my social media platform will be full of conversation around maybe somebody that went through a very hard situation, how the person shared their story, why they did not give up, how the miracle happened when they are even giving, even when they are putting in the effort. So everything I listen to, what I hear, what I see, because our senses are entrance to our mind. What we see feeds our mind. So when I'm going online or anything, in fact, another thing I would do, I could go to YouTube. I don't want to give, I will just type it. I don't want to give up. Believe me, YouTube would show you some content around that. And one way or the other, there'll be something that the person would say, maybe in the video, that will also help you. You will not know that those things are happening. You will not know, believe me, you will not know that things are changing in you until the day when you now see that, I used to be somebody that did this. Wow. So that is just it. So when you see that you are giving up, you remind yourself, why did I start this journey? For me, when I started freelancing, after our 3 months, I think 3 months training, 3 months or 1 month, it was the day that we were about applying for job, because the person said that we should not apply for job for the training period. So he now said that, okay, we'll start applying for jobs today. Oh. On that morning, I woke up, I plugged my brother's system because I did not have any laptop then. I plugged my brother's system. I was like, okay, let me go and shower, let me read so that I can resume work and start applying for jobs on Upwork using the strategies that we have learned. Believe me, I opened the laptop and it was not working again. Laptop that nothing happened to it initially. The laptop did not, like, it was not coming up. The charger was still there. It wasn't smelling, nothing spoiled. It wasn't working. And that was the day I was supposed to start applying for jobs. And I had no job than a grant that I got. That is, a grant is the money that is like a debt. So I had nothing and I didn't want to spend that money since I've not gotten any job. I did not give up. You know why? The person that taught us, when he was training, he showed us his Upwork platform. He has made over $50,000. He showed us. So I reminded myself that this person does not have two heads. This person made so amount. If this thing is working, it will work for me too. I kept telling myself it will work for, because this person does not have two heads. His English was not even that you know and he showed us. In fact, he has brought his sister into the Upwork, and that sister also was already like doing well than him. I was like, this thing works, it must work for me. I did not give up. So it was from the money from that grant. I was like, I had no other choice. I had to remove 100K, and I bought one very big laptop then, just to start. And I started. That laptop self, the battery was bad, it gave me problem even the first week, but I kept on doing it. There was no light. I would go to one barber's shop just to make sure that I am charging. Money was not coming in, no, but it was like my mind was, I must make it. And when those people I borrowed money from, they started sending me message that you will start paying your grant starting from next month, and there was no job. As in, I was down. I was like, God, I just said, God, you see, oh, they've sent me message, there's no job. And I went to sleep. And it was that same day I went to LinkedIn, and somebody was like, I'm looking for a brilliant writer. Just one word. Imagine you go to LinkedIn and you just see somebody, I'm looking for a virtual assistant. You'll be like, just one sentence. Is this person serious like this? And I just applied. I applied and I showed a portfolio that I had. That portfolio, there's another story behind that portfolio. And the person was like, are you ready to start working? And, just like that. That month, I joined at the middle of the month, and I was able to make maybe 60K in that month. I was like, without leaving my
Money that
house. I was so happy. I was like, what if I now spend a full month with this person? So it just started like that. And I did not stop. I did not say because I've gotten that job, I stopped. I kept building on LinkedIn. And it was on LinkedIn I saw another opportunity that required me to learn another skill, and like that. So I've said all of this to tell you that there'll be a time where you will want to give up, but you have to realistically face reality. Build, like, your mind needs to be strong, because if you give up, what is the goal? Like, what do you earn? What do you gain? Will you be able to live the kind of life you want to live? And you can see evidence of people that are doing that job and they are living well, which means it works. So it's just for you to put in the effort, face the reality. There were times that I would have to go to a friend's place, that I would spend more than 1,000 naira on tea fare, because there's no light in my own house. I would just go there to make sure that, not that I want to go and work, just to make sure that I'm online, so that I can be applying for jobs, So just face the reality. What you need to do, do it. Know your why. Why do you want to do this remote kind of job? It is not only in remote that you can make it, but why do you want to? If your why is strong enough, if you feel like giving up is the best option for you, eh, if that is the best option, you can go for it. You can go for it. Do your risk analysis. Why should I give up? Answer that question. Why shouldn't I give up? Answer that question. Then weigh the two together. The one that is the strongest, follow it. So I think that should answer it in a little way.
Yes, thank you, Debbie. You've actually hit the nail on the head. Hmm. Giving up is never an option. And the thing is that you will always notice the sign not to give up. Probably you are not paying attention. Now, for you, your own sign is the result of other people. That these people, they are doing this thing and they've gotten to this level. There is nothing different between these people and me. I will also get there. And one thing about mindset is that it always scares you. That negative energy will always be there and it will not want to leave. So you have to chase it. Now, that means everything around you should be on positive energy. Everything. I'm not saying that once you have a positive mindset, everything will fall in place. No. Even when things are going wrong, you still have that positive mindset that this thing will work for me. You will see some people, they are dying. The doctor have already told them that you are going to die so 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 date, but they will be telling themselves that no, I will live, and they will surely live because of the mindset. You see, whatever we want to do, if we place our mindset on the right side of things, it will always go well. So, and I believe a lot of people lack confidence. Now, there are some things that you need to do to work on your confidence. I'm sharing this tip for free. If you want to work remotely, one of other things that they usually tell you to do is to do a 1 minute video describing yourself. Debbie, you see this 1 minute video of yourself where you're going to pitch about yourself. Omo, that thing is harder than jump. That's 1 minute. I remember when I started, after graduating as a virtual assistant, we are now trying to train ourselves that okay, let me learn how to pitch myself for 1 minute. It wasn't easy. Oh. It wasn't easy. So I think, and the problem is from our educational system because they are not training us to be independent thinkers. They are not telling us to be expressive. In Africa world, when you talk too much, they will tell you shut up your mouth. Even when the elders are lying, you dare tell them they are lying. They will tell you you don't have manners. But in which they are actually lying. And you need to tell them the truth that you people are lying. Say the truth. So we have issues with that growing up. Now our education system added to it because me, I don't know about your own university or secondary school. Where I was coming from till now, it is la cram la pop. When they teach you what is a noun, Debbie, what's the own definition of noun? A noun is a name of
Is the name
person,
of any person, animal, place,
animal,
or
place, or
thing.
things. That is how
Right.
it is. When you ask about 50 people, they will begin with that same sentence.
No
Why?
independent thinking.
Exactly. And some teachers, when you try to think independently, they will say, no, you didn't get it. Even though you have the idea, they will mark you down.
Why
So
is
they are
your
already
own
killed out.
different from others?
They will kill they've already killed our self-confidence. And it's affecting
Confidence.
us too. Because
That's
before you apply for a
affected.
job, you look at the environment where you grow up, even some people, their parents at home, it is always a negative energy they give the children.
Yeah.
So the children are
Yeah.
growing up with this, and we need to correct a lot of things as we are growing up now.
Mm.
So those
Yeah.
things is already in us, and we need to correct it. How can we do it? Number one, like I said, you need to practice.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody that I've not seen you started making video talking about what you do. She was like, oh, she's shy, don't know how to start. I said, my
Shy.
dear sister, if you want to go far in this kingdom, you see that head
Mm.
talking video, it connects more than text content too. Because when they see you
Yeah.
talking, I'm a virtual assistant, I've done it before, this and that. Oh my goodness, you are already pitching yourself on a highest level.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that I also have the same issue, and we did a challenge. Debbie, did you remember that challenge? We gave ourselves 30 days.
And
30
now
days
we
of,
are
we don't have any issue with that again. We gave ourselves 30 days challenge of 1 minute public speaking. Like we'll
speaking.
say it on our own. We are not using AI,
Yeah.
we are not using teleprompters. Just say it the way it is. It was messy. Trust me. At the beginning, it was messy, it was not smooth, but we keep on going. And here we are
Mm.
today. If somebody tell me that,
Yeah.
oh, Adebisi, I want to come and talk about this now, I'm not afraid of talking any longer.
Yeah.
Yes, you can also do it. So even
Mm-hmm.
if you're, because I know that if you want to work as a virtual assistant, I know there are some clients that they will not even want to do meeting with you. They will just give you a project. Once you do the project and you win their hearts, you keep working with them. But most people, they will want to have a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. And in the meeting, let me tell you something. They are not asking you jam questions. Oh. They are not asking you to solve mathematics. Or they are not asking you to solve Pythagoras theorem or further maths.
Real
No,
life problem.
they are just asking you normal questions. And I believe most of you know the answer. But because you already afraid, you're already afraid of
Mm.
showing up. So it will be showing in your expression that you don't have the confidence. And that has already
Confidence.
disqualified you.
Confidence is skill.
Debbie, I know
Build
somebody
it
that is,
anyway.
even his English is rubbish. But the way he will speak with confidence, you'll be like, wow,
Yeah.
this person. but it's a lie. Oh, he did not know anything. Let's even go back to when we are in school. You see some people, they don't even have a good grades, but they are the people that used to make connections. Before you see them, they are already having friends there. But they don't know any
Yeah.
book. They don't know anything. They even graduated with like pass. You that you are in distinction graduates. After graduating, you will still stay at home, be looking for job. Somebody that is having
Yeah.
pass is already a managing director of a company. Why? Because you are just trying to hide.
Confidence.
I need to read. It's book
No.
that you are not missing people that will help your situation. And that was how
Confidence
we were
goes
doing.
a long way. So if you
Ah,
are still feeling shy, why should you be shy? Since all
no,
these
no,
years
no.
that you have been shy, what have you gained? What have you gained? Leave, see your comfort zone. There is no benefit in your comfort zone. Believe me, there is no benefit. Me that I'm talking today, I know that being shy has robbed me of a lot of opportunities. And I don't want that to happen again. No, no, it must not happen to again. So if you see me like, oh, this person speaks well, no. It takes a lot of years, continuous effort, intentional effort to get out of that, that cage or that box. Be confident. And you will not know if when you are building your confidence, you are putting in the effort, you will not know until a day when you have to do something and you see that I'm not even that nervous or I'm not even shy. Me, I've gotten to a stage whereby I will do certain things and I will be like, ah, I'm not even nervous. I'm not even shy. Because why should I be shy? What am I doing that is wrong? Am I doing anything wrong? No, after all, nobody is perfect. I know that. So I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be me. I'm just trying to do what is best. So why should I be shy? And if anybody laughs at me, they should come and try it too and see how it feels like. Be laughing at you. Let them come and try it. They cannot. If you see people that are laughing at you, those people don't, they are not people that are trying. People that are at the top will never laugh at you. They will even feel, they will encourage you. They'll be like, wow, I've been there. I know how it feels like. So they won't laugh at you or anything. Even if they laugh, it won't be in your face. It won't be to downcast you. So
Mm-hmm.
it's about you caring less about what people would say.
See,
People
that's
always
it.
have something to say. Whether you do the right thing, whether you do the wrong thing, they will talk. So as far as I know that I'm doing the right thing for myself and it will also benefit others, why should I be shy? Since all these years that I've been shy, what's the benefit? No. So that is the mindset for me. My mindset has changed. Anything shy, I don't even want to hear about it because it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
help.
Mm-hmm.
Visibility is where opportunity is. And if you are shy, you can never be visible.
At all.
If you are shy, you will always be like, me, I don't want to. No, the top is not. I don't want to say the top is not for the shy because there are a lot of shy people that are very vibrant, but they still need to leave that shell for people to see what they have. If you continue to be shy, people won't trust you to make you the leader. They won't trust you enough to be the leader. But when you have that, you see people, they don't even know up to what you know, but they are just they have that energy, they are confident, they are calling them the leader, they are giving them top roles. So that's just my own what do we call it?
Thank you. She have even replied in the chat that I gained more confidence from your testimony. Thanks, Debbie. And it strengthened my mindset. So that is just it. That is it. Before
Protect your mind. Anything
the first time, the
protect
first
your
time
mind.
I had interview and they're asking me, can you tell us about yourself in 1 minute? I remember that day, my heartbeat was beating and it was beating so fast that it's even reflecting in my speech as I was
Your
speaking.
voice.
And now, like the person is already seeing the lack of confidence there.
Ah.
Imagine if I'm to hire you and you are just speaking like that, will I hire you? I would just imagine that this person is not, he doesn't have that confidence. But later, I used to think that these people, they are normal human being like me.
And
That's
now
what I used
there
to
are
think. This
people.
person is a human
Yes.
being. I'm a human being. And why am I afraid? Why am I having that panic attack? So anytime I want to talk, I will just make sure I have prepared what to say. Yes, okay, if
Yes,
this person
prepare.
asks me, okay, this
Preparation
is
is
what I'm
the
going to
key.
say. And most
Yeah.
of the time, they ask, like my own, I don't know about other people. My first volunteering one, the real one that I volunteered, that I landed the remote role. The first interview we had that was like a coffee chat. I was expecting her to ask, tell me about your educational background, tell me about
No.
yourself. I was expecting something like that. She was just like, oh, I'm excited to meet you. I see you are into this. I've checked your profile and I'm good. I'm glad to work with you. What made you do this? That was what she was asking me. And I was not even expecting that.
Hmm.
So most people, what they want to say is that confidence. There is nothing. It's not what you want to say. It's the way you carry yourself. It's
Yeah.
the way you carry yourself that makes them believe in you. And trust me, if you have been doing outreaching, you've been sending message to people and you are not getting response, that's not the sign to give up. That's the sign to go and check your messaging, check how you have been talking to people. Are you doing it the right way? Do you need to you can even tell ChatGPT, as I'm talking, like, you ask ChatGPT, I want to get a new client in this next 3 months. What can I
What should
do?
I
I've been
do?
trying
Mm-hmm.
this. I've been trying this and I'm so fed up. I'm frustrated right now. I don't know what to do again. These are what I've been doing. ChatGPT will tell you what to do.
Yes, now.
It will help you to plan your life. If you know how to prompt AI, you don't have any issue now. Like I say, AI, it has come to give us more opportunity
Yeah.
than before,
Yeah.
because there are some tasks that when you want to do it before, you will spend like 5 hours, 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But now with the help
Mm-hmm.
of AI, you can complete it within an hour and focus on other
Yeah.
things. And that's why you need to learn
Exactly.
how to do many things if you want to work remotely. In fact, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
AI will help me, will walk me through a process step by step. Because I cannot tell my client that I don't know how to do it. They will tell me,
No.
Adebisi, help me figure out how to do this thing. And I have to do it.
Yes,
I
now.
just have to do it. I can't tell them no. So you just have to be up and going, have confidence in yourself, and work on your system, your process. Always review it. I was telling them that this is Q2 now. I'm trying to review my personal branding, my content, my process, and those are not clients' work, but it's personal stuff. Oh. And it took me a lot of days to meet up because I have to do client job. But most people, they are not ready to put in the work, but they want to work remotely. Remote work is meant for somebody that have the strong agility. You know, this agile.
Mm.
Akinkanju,
Has to be
sorry, I'm
agile.
speaking my local dialect. For those that doesn't understand the meaning of Akinkanju, it means somebody that is hardworking, that can go to work. Those are the category of
Go
people that
extra
really
mile.
work. You can go to the extra mile. Those
Pay
are the category of
attention to
to
details.
details. To details. I'm telling people, I keep seeing people looking for virtual assistants every day on my feed. There are groups that you will join on Facebook that they post job there. I've gotten 2 jobs from Facebook. This year I've gotten 1 job from just Facebook post. She just made the post that she needed somebody that can be an operational support for her business, this and that, that, that. And I go to the I just sent her a mail and I added my portfolio. You see that portfolio, once you have it and it's strong, it's top notch. She just looked at my portfolio and she gave me a project work to do. And I did
Hmm.
it and she was like, oh, she even paid for the project. That is to show the level of when you get to a certain stage, you will not even want to do anything free for people. She gave me a project, she paid for the project, and she employed me. We've not met like this before. I've never met her once. I don't even know. Maybe she's a deaf and dumb or a person that can speak. And she had been paying me my money. We've been working together. So your portfolio, make sure it is strong. It tells people what you have done. You actually listed it because these people are very busy. But when they see something that is well organized, you pay attention to those details, you are good to go. And I keep telling people I have about 8 portfolios. Don't rely on one portfolio. As you are gaining knowledge, you can change your niche. Oh, I want to focus on video. You will see some people, they say they are looking for video editor. And most of these jobs are part-time. So you can be working as a video editor for someone, you can be working as a social media manager for another person. So you can't just rely on just one portfolio. You can have more than one portfolio. As you have more experience, expand yourself, expand your knowledge, add it to your portfolio. So This is where we are going to stop today. And I want to thank you all for joining us. Debbie, I'm so excited to do this. In fact, today I almost gave up. But I said no, no matter what it takes. That positive mindset, I said we'll do this thing. So thank you so much for sharing your journey. We've taken some of your time. We've taken almost 2 hours now. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. I've dropped a link to Google's Debbie's community. It is pinned up there. You can just click on that link and join our community if you want to join the community. And also, if you want, you can actually request for the slide from her directly. There's no big deal about that. She's going to share it with you. So if you want the slide, because I'm saying something in that slide that will be useful about cloud that she shared. I'm also requesting for the slide, but I'm not giving it publicly. Like now, I'm closing my WhatsApp community. I want to restructure some things. I don't want unserious set of people in my community. So I'm closing it now. This second quarter is going to be basically for those who are ready to take action only, not those who will just be there like dummy. No. So thank you all for joining, and we are going to be having this once in a while. I'll be coming with another person soon, and I'll be sharing the details in the community. Thank you all for joining us, and do have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye, Debbie.